On November 7, 2013, Typhoon Haiyan, locally known in the Philippines as Typhoon Yolanda, made landfall on a small coastal town of Guyuan, eastern Samar. The typhoon arrived on peak intensity with 305 kilometers per hour of 1 minute sustained winds. It emerged over the South China Sea on November 8, leaving a trail of massive destruction and a total of 6,300 casualties on the Philippines alone. We can say that this is most likely a natural phenomenon, but we can't deny the fact that climate change is the main reason why natural disasters gradually strike stronger and deadlier each time. So what exactly is climate change? Climate change is the long-term alteration of temperature and typical weather patterns in a place. Climate change could refer to a particular location or the planet as a whole. Climate change may cause weather patterns to be less predictable. These unexpected weather patterns can make it difficult to maintain and grow crops in regions that rely on farming, because expected temperature and rainfall levels can no longer be relied on. Climate change has also been connected with other damaging weather events such as more frequent and more intense hurricanes, floods, downpours, and winter storms. These shifts may be natural due to the inner workings of our planet, but since the 1800s, where the Industrial Revolution has begun, it has increased the release of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. Today, we collectively emit around 50 billion tons of carbon dioxide each year. This is more than 40% higher than emissions in 1990, which were around 35 billion tons at that time. Human activities are responsible for almost all of the increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere over the last 150 years. The largest source of greenhouse gas emissions from human activities is from burning fossil fuels for electricity, heat, and transportation. You might be wondering what exactly are greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases are specific kinds of gases that absorb and emit radiant energy within the thermal infrared range, causing the greenhouse effect. Or in simple words, sunlight reaches the earth, some energy is reflected back into space, some is absorbed and re-radiated as heat. Most of the heat is absorbed by greenhouse gases and reflected in all directions, warming the earth. This is what we call the greenhouse effect. The primary greenhouse gases in Earth's atmosphere are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. Out of all these gases, water vapor is the most abundant one, since it is part of the water cycle. Water vapor is one of the natural greenhouse gases that contribute to the normal drive or flow of natural climate change. The gases that we need to worry about are those that are generated by human activities, usually industrial ones, or those that give us an easier life but a harder time for our environment. There are countries that do their part in reducing carbon emissions, but even though these efforts are great and cost billions of dollars, these extensive but minimal efforts are not enough if we truly want a decarbonized planet. Global warming is melting our ice caps, and if we cannot find a permanent solution to accelerated climate change, then survival of humanity is as blurry as the smogs in the air. There are already multiple inventions that can help reduce the greenhouse gases in our atmosphere, but our governments are more focused on either growing their country or spending billions, if not trillions, of investments on military power. If all the global powers or everyone on this planet cooperate and treat each and everyone equally, regardless of ethnicity, race, gender, sexuality, and strength, then and only then we can see a more brighter future for humanity. Nothing good will ever happen if we keep on discriminating each other and asserting dominance over everyone. We are not foes. Our real enemy is the odds of survival. If we can pay and engineer massive weapons of destruction, why can't we put all our engineering and financial capabilities on assets that are helpful for our survival? Let us love one another despite the differences we have. After all, we humans can only rely on Mother Earth. She gives her care for free, and all we need to do is give it back. So let us all hold hands and set aside all our dissimilarities, and let us all heal as one, live as one, thrive as one, prosper as one, love as one. in order for us to survive truly as one.